Have you ever read that verse in Exodus where it says, God punishes the children for their sins of their parents, and thought, wait, that doesn't sound fair at all? If so, you're not the only one. That line has made a lot of people pause. But here's the good news. When we slow down and look closer, it actually reveals something powerful about who God is, and something that's often overlooked. In this video, we'll talk about 5 key truths that help us understand what this verse is really saying. And the first truth is this: Scripture interprets Scripture. Imagine you're doing a puzzle. One piece by itself can look confusing, but when you fit it into the bigger picture, it makes sense. The Bible works in the same way. Later, Moses says that each person is judged for their own sin, and Jeremiah echoes that too. So clearly, this verse in Exodus can't mean that God punishes innocent kids. There's more going on here. And that brings us to the second truth. Sin has consequences that ripple forward. Think about a family where a parent goes to prison or addiction takes root. Even if the child didn't commit the crime, their life is affected. That's what the verse is pointing out. Sin always leaves fallout. Sometimes the children suffer not because God is cruel, but because sin is cruel. But it doesn't stop there. Often the effects of sin don't just impact circumstances, they show up inside the family itself. Sin runs in families. You've probably seen it: anger, greed, bitterness, or addiction repeating generation after generation. Exodus 34 warns us, don't think you're off the hook just because your parents already faced the consequences. God's justice goes after sin until it's gone. And even in this, we need to notice something amazing about God's heart, which leads us to point 4. God's mercy far outweighs his judgment. Here's something you might miss in English. The verse says God shows mercy to thousands, but only judges to the 3rd and 4th. It's like a scale tipped completely in mercy's favor. His default posture is forgiveness. His justice is real, but his mercy is greater, which raises the big question: how can God be both merciful and just at the same time? Point number 5, Jesus resolves the tension. For centuries, people wondered how God could hold justice and mercy together. The answer shows up in Jesus. On the cross, justice and mercy collided. Sin is punished, but we are forgiven. As Paul wrote, God is both the just and the justifier. So no, God isn't randomly punishing innocent children. He's showing how serious sin is, how it damages families, and how he leans toward mercy. Mercy that finds its ultimate expression in Jesus. So next time you stumble over that verse, remember, it's not about an angry God lashing out. It's about a holy God who takes sin seriously, and a loving Father whose mercy triumphs over judgment.